NBC's Morgan Radford joins me live from St. Charles, Missouri. All right, Morgan, in this state, there is no...
So people are fired up, Stephanie, which is why we wanted to bring you to St. Charles County, because this area is very interesting. We're about 30 minutes outside of St. Louis, and this area has the second highest number of registered voters. But this is also exactly the type of area that Claire McCaskill's going to have to watch. They went for her, voting blue for her back in 2012, but then in 2016, they voted for Trump by almost 26 points. So this is considered one of the battleground areas within the state. And a lot of those voters who are voting for McCaskill say they want to hear her talk about health care. They care about keeping local jobs here. But if you talk to Holly's voters, voters who are in more rural areas, which is where this area is beginning to lean, they say they care about immigration. But something that both voters say they don't want to hear any more of are the ads, and they don't like the tone of all these ads. Take a listen. So to give you a sense of just how tight this race is, the Missouri Senate race has spent the second most highest amount in ads, and that's second here in Missouri, and that's just this midterm cycle. So this midterm cycle isn't so much about the red wave, Stephanie. It's not about the blue wave. It is about the green wave, because this is the most expensive midterm cycle in history. Stephanie? Hoda, good morning. Well, this is not a red wave or a blue wave. This is a green wave. This has already turned out to be the most expensive midterm election cycle in history. For example, here in Missouri, we're facing one of the tightest Senate races in the country, and they've already spent $94 million. But the question is, are all these ads working? Will they encourage people to turn out and go to the polls, or will they simply turn them off? The Missouri Senate race has seen the second most in ad spending, second only to Florida. And across the country, spending is double what it was back in 2014. Hoda, Savannah?
All right, Morgan, thank you.
We have some. Well, Hallie, it's an interesting conversation we're still having. They've not been able to get rid of me just yet.
Morgan, what's it
well,
look
Andrea,
like now?
it is a fight to the... It is a fight to the finish, Andrea, because as you know, a brand new NBC Marist poll came out today, and it shows this as a mistake about it, Andrea. Claire McCaskill is in the political fight of her life. She basically has to convince voters here in Missouri that she can make nice and get along with a president who most of the constituents here like. But that's incredibly difficult to do when the leader of the free world is making comments publicly and negatively about you, like he did on Twitter today. I want to show you this tweet from this morning where he basically, what she says, it sounds like the president is giving a nod to the fact that Claire McCaskill has been reaching right the past few days, appearing on Fox News and even complimenting the